My name is JERD'S. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Margaret, Commonwealth of Dominica, and I am a singer slash promoter slash band manager. Well, it feels good actually, because you get a chance to express yourself. You get, let people know you for who you are, because that's how they connect. In terms of music, it's expression. Basically, you get fans and you get loved by people because you're on stage and you show them that you have the strength to come out there and express yourself, and they respect you for it and they love you and they love what you do. That's how you get. No, not really. Not really. When I was younger, I was a little antisocial because of how people would look at me as being albino and so on. So it kind of had me on with a low self-esteem. Well, it has been positive somewhat, because even though in general, in terms of Dominica and the government, they don't really take music seriously. But in terms of the local people, they support the talent. They look, wherever you go, when something is local, they would support it. Some people are hard to please, but then you get these people, you would expect that, so you would know how to deal with that. But a lot of people support it, and there's even a whole radio station that does stuff for the youth. That's Q95. They do Q Talent Search every year, and I was in it last year. And I was I'm nationally recognized as a singer. So far, yes, I would say, based on, up here, it's a little hard to please them. So, I mean, in terms of certain people in the community, they came up to me and they said I'm being a really good example to the people, the youth especially here, in terms of going out there no matter how hard it is. I'm doing my best and I'm trying. So they said they respect me for that. And this year, during the course of last year, I did it, 3/4 of the effort was myself alone. So, and then later on I got sponsorship from businesses here. But this year, a lot of them came on board with me. I've sacrificed a lot of time, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of days. Parents getting vexed, my dad always getting vexed with me, telling me I'm doing a lot of volunteer work and I need to go get a job and so on. And I had to drop out of school too, but it's because of finance and all that. So because of that, I'm deciding I'm still saying I'm gonna, regardless of the fact that I have to sacrifice all that, I'm gonna go for it. So it has taken a lot out of me, a lot of people doubting me in my family and so on. So I'm trying my best to stay on the right path and not fall down. In terms of me, I encourage them to gain self-motivation, build their self-motivation, because that's what's going to take you as far as you need to go. To get help. Then, if your motivation takes you to a certain extent, then somebody sees you, then they would take you up and say, "Oh, you're good." So I will work with you, even though it's not here. But then, I would encourage them to put their stuff on the internet, so somebody out there would hear them, even though not here, but out there. So then they would say, "Okay, I want to get to know that group. What's your contact information?" Put their stuff on YouTube, put it on Facebook, so people could hear it. So that's how I support them. In terms of the circumstances, it looks really hard, but you don't have to use that to judge what you want to do or cloud your vision, because regardless of the fact, I look at other artists and where they came from, or other bands who came from absolutely nothing. They probably were drumming on tins or something, or just have a wooden guitar. From since they were young, and they would look at where they are now. So then I don't let that cloud it. So then the vision I have, nothing clouds it at all, because I'm saying with faith, you have the God above. you know, with faith, things will happen. With action, it will happen. Hard work and sacrifice, it will happen.
On and on till the break of dawn, expressing how I feel. You're a workaholic, and you
I want to be recognized as an international artist out there, you know, doing what I do. And we do go back to being a role model. I want to be a role model for people, so they could say, if I could do it, then they can do it. And in terms of the band, I want them to, they really want to go far with it. And I'm one who's very selfless, so I want to see them as far as I am too, you know, or even though not as far, but to a certain point where they could say, okay, we're good enough there, and we could work with that, and we could do a lot with that. So I want to see the bands, I want to see their names plastered up somewhere on a big banner, you know, saying, okay, this band is coming here to perform, they're going to that island to perform, and so on and so forth. So I'm visioning big things, but I'm just hoping that it will happen.